And hear a little bit about Doug Ellis, the founder.
I wrote a screenplay which wasn't particularly good, but it was about bike racing, and it was a good way for me to get involved in the sport of cycling. And my wife called it Slipstream.
Doug's passionate about cycling. I mean, unbelievably so.
I was never a racer myself, and not even much of a rider. My first real experience with sport was back in '89. I was living in Madrid, and I just happened to turn on the television and saw that final day from Versailles into Paris, where Le Mans made up the time on Fignon. And I found myself sort of standing up and jumping up and down, and like, what is this sport? And I don't know anything about this, but you know, I felt an incredible amount of emotion and energy from it, and I felt like this is something that I wanted to know more about. What I really felt strongly was that I wanted to find a way to try to help U.S. riders bridge over into the European peloton.
He's figured out a lot of the intricacies of the sport that people never do, and he's figured it out in a very short time span.
I became more and more involved in the hunt for sponsors and the way we were going to craft the team and what things we were going to do the same and what things we were going to do differently. And then I realized, okay, I am really adding value to this project, and you know, I wanted to talk to people about that and get that word across.
From a media perspective, they think of him as a financial backer and not, you know, the brains behind the operation. But he's a student of the sport, and it's great to see someone that has the resources to keep us afloat during this really difficult, you know, time in cycling, but also that's intelligent enough to really help me guide it in the right way.
Last year, Tour California, Danny Pate won Most Aggressive Rider, and just to see him, you know, go out on a break and almost stay away and to feel like I understand just a little bit what he's experiencing is incredibly rewarding for me. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm sticking around.